Hey, yo, what's the deal, man? It's your boy Tag from Pro Wrestling Tag. You know what I mean? As of this recording, and I couldn't help myself. It is actually 1:21 a.m. You know what I'm saying? It's October 1st, 2025. Yeah, I mean, but the upload time of this is basically 11 a.m. Yeah, I mean, so I'm back. My channel got suspended for a week. I couldn't post videos. I couldn't do nothing because I posted a short of someone who basically tried to backflip. You know what I'm saying? And they landed wrong. And I said something about how this is AEW sickos who's trying to be like Darby Allin, right? So I got to be very careful with, with the content that I put in terms of videos and such. The strike goes away in 90 days. So for the next 3 months, I got to behave. You know what I mean? I always behave, but a lot of news has come out. And such. And I'm definitely privy to all these news. I heard about the Silver Lake, acquiring with EA Sports, and I got some stuff about that. I got some things I want to talk about with Kalani Jordan. You know what I'm saying? There's some stuff I want to talk about with MJF. It's a lot. It is clearly a lot of stuff that I want to discuss. I'm not even going to waste any time. I'm definitely not going to waste no time and such. So what I want to talk about is I want to talk about Britt Baker, the DMD, right? And we all know that Britt Baker is clearly being hostage by AEW. It's fucked up too because if you're not planning on using Britt Baker, let her go. Let Britt Baker go. Like, what the fuck is the point of keeping her under contract if you know you're not going to do shit with her? I mean, there was a report from Fightful yesterday stating that Britt Baker is actually, she might get, time extended on her deal that takes her to 2027. Now, we heard the same thing with Malachi Black, and look what happened there, right? And so, like I said, I feel like there's some bitch shit with AEW. You know what I'm saying? They didn't bring her, into Dynamite last Wednesday. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, what the fuck is the point of, what the fuck is the point of, bringing or keeping Britt Baker in AEW? She's obviously going to WWE. I hear people say, WWE don't want her. It's funny. What's funny about that, about statements like that? Whenever you hear someone say, WWE don't want her, WWE winds up bringing people who you say they don't want. But the ones who you do want them to bring, they's like, I'm not bringing them. You know what I mean? Like, be careful what you wish for. Now, I mean, be real careful. But Britt Baker, I mean, look, this is how AEW treats their wrestlers and such. Britt Baker was she was a fucking what's his face? She's basically like not an EVP, but she's basically a foremother of the company. She's she was the first female signed to AEW, right? And ever since that light skinned that fuck Mercedes got there, it's like, Britt Baker has been taking, a second. Like she took, she's took in second place. Like they just pushed her to the side and such. I mean? I feel like it's fucked up. I mean, it's real fucked up. That's why I'm like, you know what? You will never see Britt Baker in AEW ever again. Hands fucking down. It doesn't matter what bitch made motherfuckers like Sean Ross Sapp says or Meltzer and such. She's never coming back. Britt Baker is never coming back to to AEW ever the fuck again. That's too fucking obvious. I mean, the next time you see Britt Baker in a pro wrestling ring, it will be in WWE. Bar fucking none. You know what I'm saying? I mean, what the fuck is the AEW sickos going to lose? What is AEW going to lose? Right? What are they going to lose? if they don't have Britt Baker? What the fuck are you gonna lose? You know, like your company is shit. You know what I mean? Your company is definitely shit. You know, the fans are shit. You know, everything in the promotion is shit. You know what I mean? Like it's I don't know, man. Like, you know, you got Mercedes there. Mercedes is gonna break Jade's record. You know what I'm saying? So what the fuck is the point of, like I said, keeping Britt Baker under contract if, again, you're not gonna use it? And you know, I feel like WWE is gonna get a big load of free agents next year, a huge load. You know what I mean? I feel like Private Party, Danhausen, Jericho. You know what I mean? That they're gonna be stacked. They're going to be there's going to be people coming in, and who knows? Maybe Britt Baker might be one of those people who leaves AEW. You know what I'm saying? But I just feel like it's fucked up that, you know, this is how AEW treats, you know, their longtime talent. It's real foul. You know, it's real foul. And then, you know, speaking of longtime talent, like I seen someone, I think it was Fightful, you know, who mentioned something about Anthony Ogogo. Like, yeah, you guys, you know, you AEW fans remember Anthony Ogogo? Huh? Ogogo, the boxer? That bum ass nigga. Yeah, I mean, Ogogo. Like, what the fuck? You know, that English muffin, Ogogo. Like, come on, man. Come on, man. You know, but like I said, you know, AEW and Britt Baker is basically, you know, they're done. They're done. It's a beautiful woman too. Like, you know, brunettes are fucking. Let me tell you something. I like white women are not my preference and such, but you know, I gotta give credit where credit's due. Like I've seen some beautiful white women, and you know, like she's one of them. She is definitely one of them. It's something about redheads and mostly like brunettes mostly that I really have something for. I don't know. But I love sisters. I love sisters more than anybody else. You know, speaking of chocolate sisters, yo, did you see Naomi's pictures? Yeah, I mean, I think she was in London, and man, you know, like her boobies got bigger. Her boobies got nice and big. Oh, man. Man, woof. Anyway, guys, I'm about to be out. I will be making some vids today because I got a lot of stuff to say. You know what I mean? So I'm going to holler at y'all. Peace.